Alright, so the next test we're going to be performing right now is the sit and reach test. We're going to go ahead and have our subject here seated on the ground. The mark is indicating at the 15-inch mark. That's where we're going to be starting from. We made sure that previously before this exercise that the subject is warm, posterior chain is warm, glutes, hamstrings, calves, lower back, all that stuff is fired up and ready. The feet are at hip width apart dependent upon anatomy. So his hip is right where his feet need to be at the 15-inch mark. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your hand over hand, making sure that we don't have one hand further than the other. And what you're going to do is you're just going to reach forward, making sure that the knees stay down and they don't lift up, that you're not trying to reach all the way through and kind of jump and ballistically go forward. We don't want to do that. We just want to reach forward as far as you can, and you're just going to hold it there for 2 seconds, and then you're going to release. All right? So let's go ahead and start. So go ahead and just reach forward as far as you can and just hold. And we're going to check and go ahead and reach back. Relax. We're going to test that one more time. You were a little bit higher. Can you place your hands right in front of you next time for this next one, just in case? So we're going to retest just in case it was not correct. So let's go ahead and put our hand over hand, making sure one finger is not further than the other. Knees are down, and just go ahead and reach a little bit lower on the tape measure, please. Hold it and relax. Perfect. We measured right at 18 inches, so we're going to go ahead and jot that down.
Right in.
All right, we're going to be measuring the subject's elbow flexion with our goniometer. Our first step, is going to set up at the lateral epicondyle of the humerus. So we're going to find that. We're going to go ahead and set it up. Our non-moving or stationary hand or a stationary part of the goniometer is going to be right up in line with the midline of the humerus, and the moving arm is going to be aligned with the styloid process of the radius, which is right here. So we're going to go ahead and start there, and we're going to have the subject go ahead and flex. Perfect. And we're going to take that measurement right there, which is right around 122 degrees.
Action.
Right. We're going to be measuring the shoulder flexion of the subject right now. We're going to have him supine with the knees up so that the back is completely flat. We have our goniometer here. We're going to measure the shoulder flexion like I said. We're making sure that the hands is flat, shoulders are down and relaxed. We're going to make sure that the stationary arm is in line with the mid-axillary line of the body, and that the fulcrum is right here on the head of the humerus. And we're going to make sure that we line that up correctly with the midline. Perfect. Okay, and what I'm going to have him do is move his arm all the way as far as he can go without forcing it. And we're going to measure the angle. All right, go ahead. Cool. Awesome. I'm reading right at 176 degrees. Perfect. We're going to be measuring the subject's hip flexion next. So we're going to have him supine on the floor like we have right now. And I'm going to go ahead and have you bring your hands above your head. And our point of access, or our axis, is going to be at the greater trochanter of the hip, right here. Our moving arm is going to be aligned with the femur, and then our stationary arm is going to be aligned here on the midline of the body. So go ahead, and what I'm going to have you do is lift your knee up to your chest as far as you can go, okay? Ready, and go. Perfect. And that reads 100, that reads 98 degrees. Awesome. Okay, and then we're going to measure the subject's knee flexion now with our goniometer. We're going to line up the axis right at the lateral epicondyle of the knee with the rotation, or the non-rotating arm right aligned with the midline of the femur, and then the moving arm aligned with the fibula. So, or the midline of the fibula. It's okay. We're gonna go ahead and keep them supine here, back flat, and I want you to bring your foot towards you. So slide it towards you, okay? Perfect. Right, we're reading right around 142 degrees of flexion. Okay, so today we're going to be assessing our subject's push-ups, and we're going to do an ACSM push-up test. So what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you prone on the floor, which means stomach to the floor. Okay, your feet are going to be together. Your shoulders are going to be in line with each other, and then you're going to start in the up position from here.
Up position?
Yes.
I guess.
Okay, perfect. Right, shoulders in line, neck and shoulders and butt are flat and in line with each other, and you're just going to perform as many push-ups as possible until I see a failure. Either your stomach or your hip is falling down to the ground first before your chest.
Got it.
All right, go ahead and start. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Very good. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, you got it, 25, nice, 26, 27, you got it, come on, 28, 29, you don't have to pause at the bottom. Keep it going until you can't go no more. 30. Good job. That is the ACSM push-up test.
Alright,
Ready?
and
The next test we're going to be doing right here is the sit-up test, or the partial curl-up test. And basically what's going to happen is we're going to have the subject lay down on the floor like so. We have the tape measured about 6 inches apart from each other, starting at the fingertips and then working our way towards the second line of the tape. So if we come over here, we have the feet about 18 inches away from the buttocks or the glutes. And we're going to time this. So this is a timed test at 1 minute. The subject can do as many as they can in 1 minute. They can't take breaks in between, but it is timed. So if you take breaks, you do less reps, so on and so forth. Okay, you understand the course of action?
Yes.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and we'll start in about 5 seconds. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start. 1, 2, 3, 4, good. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, keep your feet still. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, keep your feet still. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Right at 20.
Oh.
Didn't get that last rep.
No.
And that is the curl up test.
alright.